held down anymore. Well,
Don't you let nothing
stand in your way.
I want y'all to listen
To every word I say, every word I say.
Ain't no stopping us now. We're rolling up. Ain't no stopping us now. We got to do. Ain't no stopping us now. We're rolling up.
I know.
Ain't no stopping us now. We got to do.
We got it. I know you know someone that has a negative vibe. And if you're trying to make it, they only push you aside. They really don't have nowhere to go. Ask them where they're going, they don't know. But we won't let nothing hold us back. We're gonna put our shirt together. We're gonna polish up our act. And if you've ever been held down before, I know you refuse to be held down anymore. Well,
don't you let nothing
stand in your way.
I want y'all to listen
To every word I say, every word I say. No. We're moving, we're grooving. We're moving, yeah. We're grooving. Moving.
Ain't no stopping us now.
We're on the move. I know we love you.
Ain't no stopping us now.
Love you.
Ain't no stopping us now.
Oh no. I'm on the move. I really got that groove.
Ain't no stopping us now.
I know. We've got the groove. Let you know the move.
Ain't no stopping us now.
No need in trying, no, 'cause I ain't buying.
Ain't no stopping us now.
No, don't try to stop us. No. Got the groove.
Ain't no stopping us now. We're on the move.
I really got that groove.
Ain't no stopping us now.
No need in denying. Well, I ain't lying.
Ain't no stopping us now.
I know. It's been far too long. Well,
Ain't no stopping us now.
ain't no stopping us. We've got the groove. Ain't no stopping us. It's been far too long, y'all. Oh,
We're on the move.
just doing me while I get in line.
Ain't no stopping us now.
Yeah, they're leaving the negative people way behind. 'Cause it ain't no.
Please don't make it stop.
Please.
Don't stop. Please don't make it stop.
Don't make it stop.
Don't stop. Please don't make it stop.
See, I don't know where we're going
Please don't make it stop.
or where we're gonna end up. Moving on. I'm moving on. But see, we're gonna keep trying. Moving on. We're gonna keep trying. Over and over. Yeah. I said it ain't no stopping. No. See, said it ain't no way. We won't kind of polish up. Keep us down. See, our time has finally came around. Say we're on the move. We really got our move. We're moving straight up. We got it. We really got our move.
You're out of there. All right, guys, you're tuned in to 105.1, the music muscle of the shows, and V 105.9, the vibe, Dothan, Alabama. Y'all already know.
Oh, hey, everybody.
That's my comedy for the day. Every day, that's my comedy. She keeps me laughing. She want to make sure I'm on my toes.
Yeah, I got to keep you on your toes.
Well, thank you, Mona. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Thank you, Mona B. Thank y'all for tuning in to 105.1,
The music muscle of the show.
and V 105.9,
the vibe.
Today is National Day of Prayer.
Yes, I hope you guys been praying. I hope you pray every day, but
Today is National Day of Prayer, and I do know that in the shows area, they are celebrating National Day of Prayer. It's normally at Wilson Park. Today it's at First Baptist Church across the street from Wilson Park. So enter through the front doors across from the park, and it's changed due to the weather. It's partly cloudy today.
it's
So
cloudy.
I already know Mona got us on this weather. What is it looking like in Florence?
In the Florence area, it's 74 degrees right now, and it's 45% chance of rain. Humidity 66. It's muggy, and the wind is 12 miles per hour. So today, the high's supposed to get up to 78 degrees, low 66. Tomorrow, high 79, low 65. And Saturday, high 69 and low 53. And it's supposed to rain every day. So pray for sunshine.
All right. In Dothan today, it's going to be partly cloudy all weekend. Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday is going to be scattered showers. Today is high 86 with the humidity at 50%. So it's muggy outside today. And again, I just stated today is National Day of Prayer. And did you realize that a proclamation is signed each year encouraging all Americans to pray on May 1st?
Oh, really?
So it's a proclamation that's signed by the president. So the president signed it again this year.
Okay.
So it's an annual day of observance designated by the United States Congress and held on the first Thursday of May. So it actually fell on the first.
It makes sense, though. That's the best month of the year.
Oh my, yeah. May people need much prayer.
We do.
So it says when people are asked to turn to God in prayer and meditation. So the president is required to sign a proclamation each year encouraging all Americans to pray on this day. So, and as I stated earlier, I do know that National Day of Prayer is held in the shows area in Florence. They host it each year, and this year, the old school preacher, he's normally a part of it every year. So we know that he will be doing prayer on arts, entertainment, and media. So we want to thank him for his service. Well, I think they've changed it up a couple times because he's prayed for the military before because he is a veteran. So it's been different things, but this year it's arts, entertainment, and media.
Okay.
So we thank each pastor or preacher, minister, city council members, the mayor. They have different people that's part of it. So they do scripture, prayer, and all of that. And again, today it's held at First Baptist across the street from Wilson Park due to the weather. And they're asking you to please come in the doors that's right across from the park. So that's First Baptist, downtown Florence. So make sure you go out and support. Every day is the day of prayer. Every hour.
Oh my God, every second.
Listen, I think when I just said the word prayer, it kind of uplift me a little bit more.
Okay, that it should.
Yeah, so
prayer changes things.
Man. So yeah, so y'all make sure y'all go out and support. It's prayer for family, church, education, media, government, business, military. And as I stated earlier, there's a list of different people that's actually on it. on program for today, but we do know the old school preacher himself
Mm-hmm.
is praying, and he's also the pastor of Galilee Missionary Baptist Church of Florence. So if you're out and about, Galilee Missionary Baptist Church at 23001 County Road 14 has worship service each Sunday morning at 9 a.m. Come and visit us and be a part. There are lots and lots of different ministers, preachers, city officials that's actually praying today. So we thank them. Thank Lauderdale County National Day of Prayer for supporting and being a part of National Day of Prayer.
Okay.
All right. We also like to send our condolences from S&K Mortuary to the family of
Edna Brooks.
All right. Her funeral service will be, and this is for the Dothan area. Her funeral will be this coming Saturday. Visitation is at
2 to 3.
Come on with the details.
And the service will follow right along after the visitation at 3 p.m.
All right. So that's this coming Saturday. And the funeral will be at Grace Baptist Church. That's 759 North Beverly Road in Dothan. So S&K Mortuary, formerly known as Pearly Gates, would like to send our condolences. Send our condolences to the family of Edna Brooks. Again, the visitation. You know, people like to always say, "Who got the body?"
Yeah.
S&K Mortuary has the body, and that is and the funeral service for that for the loved one is this coming Saturday. Visitation is from 2 to 3, and the service will follow at 3 o'clock, and this will be held at Greater Grace Baptist Church at 759 North Beverly Road in Dothan, Alabama. So, and if you have any flowers or anything that you would like to send, you can send those to Pearly Gates Funeral Home, S&K Mortuary, known as Pearly Gates Funeral Home, and that's at 1039 North Main Street, Dothan, Alabama.
All right. I want to send out the condolences as well. I want to talk about weather right now. We was talking about the weather.
Mhm.
And here lately, we've been having a lot of thunderstorms.
Right.
I mean, with a lot of lightning. Lightning been striking stuff, striking people and things. So I just want to give them this little information they got on the update of the weather. Staying safe as lightning approaches, experts advise. Lightning strikes the United States approximately 25 million times each year, with the bulk of these electrical discharges occurring during the summer months. Tragically, lightning claimed the lives of about 20 individuals annual. As reported by the Weather Service, the risk of lightning related incident escalated as thunderstorms draw near, reaching its peak when the storm directly looms overhead. However, it gradually recedes as the tempest moves away. To protect yourself during the thunderstorm, take these recommendations into consideration. When venturing outdoors, it's vital to establish a clear plan for seeking shelter in case of lightning. Stay vigilant by monitoring the sky for anonymous signs and listening for telltale sounds of thunder. If thunder is audible, it's clear. It's a clear indication of nearby lightning. Seek a safe place to shelter, preferably indoors. Once you're indoors, avoid using corded phones, electrical devices, plumbing fixtures, and stay away from the windows indoors. These precautions help reduce the risk of electrical surges as lightning can flow conductive pathways. Last time it stormed, I had an electrical surge in my bedroom.
Mhm.
And I mean, sparks would come out of your outlets.
Oh, wow.
It's crazy. My light in my bedroom don't work to this day. But
Wow.
wait for all wait for the all clear after the last lightning strike or thunderclap. Wait 30 minutes before resuming outdoor activities. It's important to remember that lightning can strike even when the storm seems to have passed. So exercise caution. Avoid open fields, hilltops, or ridge crests, which expose you to greater lightning risk. Steer clear of tall, isolated trees and other prominent objects in wooded areas. Stay close to lower stands of trees. If you're with a group, ensure individuals are spread it out to prevent lightning current from transferring between people. Because if you're holding the hand of somebody that gets struck by lightning, you're gonna feel that current too. Camping in an open setting during a thunderstorm is strongly discouraged. If you have no alternative, set up camp in a valley, raven, or low-lying areas. It's crucial to note that the tent provides no protection against lightning. If lightning strikes your car and you got your seatbelt on, if the metal is touching you, it'll also do it. Do not approach water bodies, wet objects, or metal items. Although water and metal do not attract lightning, they conduct electricity effectively and can pose significant risk. When you were younger, you- I know my mama used to always tell me not to get in the tub when it's lightning and stuff like that. And I mean, you got to listen because that stuff. I mean, a lot of people have been struck by lightning these couple of past years in
Wow.
this area. So you guys watch out for the lightning.
Wow.
You got some thrill seekers that be out there. I'll be out there sometimes, but if it's lightning, now the wind, yeah, I can tolerate the wind and the storm, but the lightning,
Mm. Well, that's kind of interesting, Mona.
I mean, it is. You should know these things. A lot of people don't know
Well, a
this
lot
stuff.
of people do know. We just don't abide by it. I put it like that.
Yeah, but I just felt like somebody needs to hear that because somebody didn't know.
That's right. So we thank you for giving us that information. Again, today, if you're just joining us, and if you need something to do for lunchtime, you want to run on over to First Baptist Church of Florence, downtown, across the street from Wilson Park. Make sure you go ahead and go over, enter the doors that face the park, and they have a National Day of Prayer because it is a much needed event.
Yes, it is.
I know a lot of people say, I can pray at home. You know what? I feel like we're two or three touching agree. Yes, I listen. It does
It
work.
worked better in numbers, I feel like.
Me too, Mom. I'm with you on that. So y'all go ahead and go over to First Baptist Church and Old School Preachers there today. Again, he's preaching on arts, entertainment, and media. So y'all go over and have a good time and make sure pray
We
pray,
need it.
yeah, pray for us. Well, today, y'all know my co-host be coming up with a topic. Life. I was sitting there when I was thinking when you actually was telling me the topic, and I said, you know what? You remember back on the block? You know, when we used to hang out on the block.
Oh, yeah.
You know, now that we're grown, we hang out in boardrooms or meetings or this and that. So,
Change.
come on now, it changes some things. So, you know, it's like, you know, you when you're hanging out on the block, you have no worry at all.
No?
None. You know, it could be that people do drive. You didn't worry about drive-by shootings. You didn't worry about anything. I
You just
think
worried about that light turning on. You
because
gotta be at
you got to
home.
you got to meet back on that porch. But now it's even in the like the meeting.
Oh, God. It's at church. It's everywhere.
Yeah,
People are
it's
just
like
doing things that out of the norm.
yes, because you just do you think it's because a lot of people are trying to be the spotlight now? Or we
I don't even think it's
or
that.
they were the spotlight, even though we were all playing on the block together.
Mhm.
We didn't care who was the you know, we used to play follow the leader. Or Red Rover,
Yeah,
come over.
we used to play little games, little fun games.
Yeah, we played those games. What I'm trying to say, we played those games, even though I was a leader, but we knew how to rotate within.
But okay, like Red Rover. When you had to bust through the
Yeah.
line. We didn't care about that. Now, these kids can start fighting.
But these kids now, they don't even know how to They don't.
It's sad.
One, they don't know how to have fun. And two, they don't know how to go outside. So that's partly our fault. But that comes from, I don't know, it just comes from us.
It does. I mean, I can't say that because my kids played outside all the time. JV, he played outside all the time. They were playing Ring Around the Roses the other day. You know, they know these games because I taught them these games. If they're not taught, they're not gonna know.
Right. And so, but what I was coming to, when we were sitting there and we would always say, okay, we have those different games. And everybody would play those games. But we wasn't really worried about we didn't even think about a spotlight. But it started there.
Okay.
Your spotlight started when you were little.
Yeah, but we didn't know.
We didn't know, but now we so competitive and so I don't even know the word for it. We're not even supportive of one another
No.
because everybody wants the spotlight. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's like, okay,
People don't go by the what's for you is for you. What's for somebody else, let them have it.
yeah, because like last
Congratulate
night we
them.
were teaching on your gift and we were talking about how so many people are trying to do the gift of other people and they can't even follow through or get the gift correct because that ain't their gift.
I mean, they can
Because I feel like,
try and try and try, but I mean, that's always you can compete where you do.
my gift is jab. I would talk to anybody. Y'all put me up good. Y'all good. I believe y'all put me around because y'all know, okay, she gonna talk to him. She gonna get, she gonna get to know him. I believe that's why I'm still here. But I feel like that's my gift because I enjoy talking to people. I enjoy making people comfortable. I enjoy loving on people. But that ain't what everybody likes to do.
No.
And it's not even that I do it as a spotlight because a lot of times I do it to be in the background.
Okay.
Do you not think so?
I do, but and I understand what you're saying. I mean, that's just like in I'm gonna just say the choir for instance.
Mhm.
I don't always want to lead the song. I mean, I like being in the background.
But you are a for singing. I mean, that's your gift, singing.
What I'm saying is I allow other people to get a chance to do it. I can be in the background. I don't mind being in the background because I feel like the background carries the song.
Yeah, but that's the thing. A lot of people don't know how to work within their gift,
Yeah.
so they get offended when the things don't work out the way the way they predict that it should work out because it worked out for the other people,
Yeah,
but it don't work out for them that way. So but then a lot of people start throwing stones or trying to make life hard for that person because it didn't work. That's no give. You can't take nothing what somebody already has.
people I feel like people want what other people have, but they're not willing to do the footwork to get to where that person is. They want it. They want that position.
Mm-hmm.
But they don't want to do the footwork. They don't know what that person have to go through to
Right.
be in that certain position. That's just like these side chicks. I'm just giving an
Scenario.
example. These side chicks out here want the position of a wife. They don't want that position.
They don't want to be
They
the
don't
wife.
want that position because they don't know what their wife have to go through. They probably want it, but they don't know. And that's why they say you better watch what you wish for because you just might. And the part I don't understand is why they want that position. Because if you are the side piece and you want the position of the wife, when you become the wife, who you think will take your position? You know what I'm saying? Come on now, be real with it. Same way you get them, be the same way you do it. Okay, go
But, you were tickling me. But I was sitting there and we were talking from the block to the boardroom.
Mhm.
So sometimes, when, you know, what do you think? Okay, when you were growing up, you, you always talk about you were sheltered. So now, when you're in meetings and things like that, how do you look at, or how do you think you advanced to where you are now from where you were?
Well, first of all, when I graduated from school, I moved out.
So you had to grow up,
I mean, I had to. It was either,
sink
hey,
or swim.
sink or swim. And when you are sheltered and you don't know too much or nothing,
Mm-hmm.
you get out here and you explore. That's
Right.
just like a dog on a leash. If a dog was raised on a leash, he get off that leash, what's gonna happen? He gonna run away. Run away. And I mean, you're just gonna explore things and just you gotta find your niche because you don't know because you've been sheltered.
Like I said, I mean, I look at it, I don't know if it was really a shelter or what, because I was raised in a small, it was a neighborhood.
Mm-hmm.
So it was basically, we lived on the block. I went to school on the same block.
Okay.
All of us went to school together. All of us played together. They mama watched, their mother watching
Yeah.
us, and my mama watched them. So I really never knew anyone outside of that perimeter
Right.
until we moved back to Mississippi.
Okay.
So therefore, when we moved back to Mississippi, and I was like, okay, I was really almost culture shock at that point because I was raised among all different nationalities in Chicago, whereas I moved back to Mississippi, it was only black.
Right.
So one, it was an adjustment to me because I'm like, okay, what are we doing here? Because I didn't know. I was 16. So, that's a hard transition at
is.
that point. So you're trying to learn, but you already knew what family was because I considered, because we all grew up together in Chicago, we all played together, we all went to school together, I mean, some nights we all would eat together. So therefore, I knew what family was, but when we moved to Mississippi, it wasn't family because I didn't have anyone there other than my sister. You had to learn everybody or
Right.
get to know people.
You gotta, what do they call it? You gotta evolve. You gotta
Yeah,
adjust to your surroundings. And it was different.
exactly. And so, it was all of that, but it gave me the willingness to know, okay, you're going to have to be the leader in this because everybody can't get out of their comfort zone. Because, a lot of people, with this is who I've been dealing with. I've been raised up with these people. I've been with them since head start or whatever. I can't bring anybody else in our circle. You know what I'm saying? So, and I feel like that's how it is with life, with being an adult. When you transition or go into new line of work, people can't adjust to new.
Right.
People can't adjust to saying, okay, I'm working for this person, or I need to learn this person work ethic. Instead, they're criticizing or trying to compete.
Right. I mean, when you go into different fields, it's so different. It's so different. Because, I mean, you gotta adjust to what's going on. You gotta adjust to your new boss that you can't compare your new boss to your old boss because they're two different people. Right. So it's a learning process. Every day
And I
of
know,
life is a learning process.
yeah, I mean, and then, when you move to different areas or experience different things, you have to adjust to the different challenges. You got to adjust to the different priority points. It could be or uh, learning someone, like I told you about the races, the different races, or
Mhm.
you have to adjust to whether or not this person might have been, I just say, incarcerated for uh, 20 years, and then you got to try to adjust to them out in the workforce. You don't want to offend anyone. It's just a lot when you're dealing with life as an adult versus being on the block.
And I bet it's hard for them,
Yeah,
people that's been incarcerated. It's gotta be hard for them because when they were out, it was a different scenery,
And
totally different. So they got to learn how to act, how to, because it's different, totally different. We on the outside, we eventually, we were able to go through the steps.
mhm,
They are older people coming out into the world after 20 years of being incarcerated with other people. And then they got to come and learn how to work, how to talk to people. Everything is
mhm.
different. Cell phones, just
Yeah.
crazy stuff.
It's
I bet
like
the world, they was like in a multiverse or something.
exactly. And it's a lot of it's just people just don't. I just feel like sometimes you want to get back in that time capsule, go back. Man, if I could go back, how many years I need to go back? At least 30.
Oh, Lord.
I could go back 30.
30. You gonna go back 30?
If I could go back 30 more, 30 years. You don't want to go back 30?
No.
I do. 30.
I don't want to go back that. But I mean, if we knew then what we know now, man.
Yeah. So today we're talking about life. Right now we're talking about from the block to the boardroom, or the block to the meeting room. What are some challenges or experiences that you have endured? Call us. The number is 256-365-1000. How have you worked? Or how have you worked?
I remember when I was in high school. I probably told this story before. I was in high school and I was in the mirror and I was just like, okay, I wonder how it feels to be 40.
Get that dough down.
And I'm like, now that I'm 40, I said in the mirror, I was like, I can't even remember when I was 20.
And
I can't.
I can't remember, but I do know where I was at.
I remember certain things, but you know how my memory is.
When I was at Tougaloo College in Jackson, Mississippi, living my best life.
Okay.
This was probably the weekend I was getting ready to pack up to go home and probably crying. Because you don't want to go home for real, for real.
You didn't want to go home?
For the summer. No. But I did. And then I would always have to go work. Work for the first couple of years. I used to work for the circuit club at the circuit club office with my neighbor, Miss Rosie Simmons.
I don't even remember where I worked.
Oh, I can remember all of that. I worked at Jitney Jungle.
Okay.
I worked at the courthouse. And then I worked for Old Navy. And Old Navy is what brought me here.
I had so many jobs. I feel like I should have been a gypsy or something.
Wow.
Because, I gypsy just move around. I don't know if I get bored with the job or what, but I just like different things.
It ain't for you. You have to change it up.
Have to change it.
All right, y'all call in and let us know what some challenges or some things from the block to the boardroom. Got a lot of people that's probably on break. Just tell us some pros and cons of things you thought about, challenges you may have faced along the way. Call us. It's life. The number is 256-365-1000. And again, today is National Day of Prayer. And in Lauderdale County, they are celebrating National Day of Prayer at First Baptist Church, downtown Florence, across the street from Wilson Park. And the old school preacher is one of the ones that's praying today, and he's praying on art, media, and entertainment. So y'all going out, you still have a couple of minutes. It's only over at 1 o'clock. Y'all go over and have a good time and pray for us.
So you know how when you're in school, you plan your life. You plan your life.
Now, I don't
I remember, I don't know how I remember that, but I remember planning my life in school.
Mhm.
And I was just So in school, you don't remember which one?
I did.
What did you want?
A nurse.
So did you come close to being a
Well,
nurse? Or?
I wanted to be a nurse and I wanted to be a dentist. So those were my two occupations that I wanted to do. Now I did work in the dental field for 15 years.
Okay,
So
that's good.
that was a close.
It was a close.
I wasn't a dentist, but I did pursue working in the dental field. So I did do that.
I wanted to be three things.
See? She already knew she was gonna be off balance.
I did because I couldn't figure out what I wanted. I really wanted to be. I always wanted to open up my own restaurant.
Okay.
That's
Big on
still in the making.
Okay.
But I wanted to be a CPA.
Mm-hmm.
That didn't happen. Um, and then I wanted to be a backup singer for R. Kelly.
Backup singer for our
I did. I wanted to be his backup singer.
well.
But I do have a song, so
Look at you.
came
See?
close.
Came close.
If he was out,
You and him be backup singing. You'll be backup singing R. Kelly.
we'll be stepping in the name of love.
Now, if you like to be, if you like to send us any Knox Media Group any of your public service announcements, please do so by sending them to info@knoxmediagroupinc.org. If you would like to be one of our sponsors, because we are a 501c3 radio station, so we always giving back, as we will be giving back to our community and our veterans on May 25th. Remembering the Veterans Through Music concept will be held at McFarland Park. Make sure you come on out, be a part of that weekend. It's so busy, Mona B.
I know. Oh my goodness.
Oh my gosh! Somebody told me yesterday. Put this on your calendar for May the 23rd or the 24th. I said, listen, I'm gonna tell you now. Probably won't be there.
I made the what?
24.
Oh, no.
I said, look, don't add nothing else to my schedule because it's a
We
busy
got a
week.
lot.
That's Memorial Day weekend. But on May the 23rd, Florence will be reopening the rec center at WC Handy Rec. Will be reopening on May the 23rd. On May the 24th, tell the people where they gonna need to be at Mona Bay.
May 24th, come out to Harvest, Alabama. JD Entertainment presents and 360 Production Group presents the 28th annual Joe Douglas Old School and Blues Festival. Do you remember people used to wait? They couldn't wait
I
until the
know.
old school.
When I
come.
first moved here, I was like, what is the old school?
Oh my
Man, I used to
God.
go out there and fall out.
It was hot. I went one time. And I was like, mm-mm.
I used to like, you know me, I'm just, I like people.
Well, R&B, R&B, funk, hip hop, and Southern soul. The Isley Brothers will be there this year. Big Daddy Kane, LaBelle, Midnight Star, Pokey Bear, Latimer, Frank Johnson, Latasha, and most of all. And that's Saturday, May the 24th. Visit www.jde.live for your tickets. The show must go on. Ivory Joe Douglas, address 502 Quarter Mountain Road, Harvest, Alabama, 35749.
And also, you can call us here at the station 256-712-2887. We have tickets in our shows area location as well as our Dothan location. So call us and get your ticket. Make a weekend of a Dothan. Come on up and have a good time. Y'all can go to the old school on Saturday and then come be with us on Sunday to remembering the veterans. So y'all come on and get your tickets. All you gotta do is pay for one event, because remembering the veterans is absolutely free. So y'all come on out and have a good time. That's going on the weekend of Memorial Day weekend. And this coming weekend, Calvin Richardson will be at the Renaissance Resort and Spa Conference Center, 7 o'clock p.m. Y'all go ahead and get your tickets to that. You can call us here at the station 256-712-2887 or visit AmericanEntertainmentGroup.com.
It's the Kevin Richardson Experience.
All right, what's going on Sunday, Mona B?
Sunday,
May the 4th.
May 4th is open mic. Open mic. The candidate that's running for city council and
Mayor.
mayor, where they're asking them to come out and let the people know who they are. Introduce yourself to the community. Let them know what your plans for the community is, and the people need to come out. The community needs to come out and meet your candidate, so you'll know who to vote for.
That's right. Also in Dothan, Alabama, this coming Saturday, the Tri-State Annual Reunion is going on. I think it starts tomorrow night. Y'all come on out. We was talking to them on Monday, and they said they're gonna have a lot of good food on Friday and Saturday.
Sounds good.
Yeah, so y'all come on out, go out to the Tri-State Family Reunion, and you can get your tickets at Cookies. So y'all go out and support the Tri-State Family Reunion over in Dothan, Alabama this weekend. But also, we like to send condolences to the family of Miss Edna Brooks. Her service is this coming Saturday. It will be held at Greater. Let me get you. It will be at Greater Grace Baptist Church at 759 North Beverly Road in S&K Mortuary, formerly known as Pearly Gates. Would like to send our condolences to the family. So the team of S&K Mortuary, formerly known as Pearly Gates Funeral Home, stands ready to offer comfort and support during this tender time. Please do not hesitate to reach out to us at 334-792-4141 for all of your funeral needs. And again, Pearly Gates, S&K Mortuary, formerly known as Pearly Gates, is located at 1039 North Main Street. So those are things that's going on from the North Alabama to South Alabama. All right, we're going to take us a quick little break. You're tuned in to 105.1.
The music muscle of the show.
And V 105.9.
The vibe, Dothan, Alabama.
We'll be right back, guys.
Listen all times of the day. From the north to the south, it is Knox Media Group 105.1 and 105.9, giving you the beats you never had them done before.
And I will be all you gotta do. And I will be there. I'll be there. Baby, please. I can't say what you know my situation. I just can't figure it out. Listen, baby, I'll be there. But I promise I won't break my word. I'll be there. Just like I promised. Just like I promised. Just like I promised. Sing it, baby, and I will be there. All you gotta do, and I will be there. I know I've got well, the only reason I know you know. how you when I promise don't oh yeah, just like I promised I won't let you down. No, just like I promised, baby, I love you. Just like I promised, ooh, baby, just like I promised all night long. Just like I promised. Oh, oh, how can I get you out of time? It feels better when it's mine. It's 2 a.m., you know the vibe. Must carry want you for your time. Girl, it's you me. You me. Sex, won't you come let's quit? Yeah. Do what you wanna do with me. You me. You me. Take your just in the location I'm looking for them flash. Bro, drinks for it. You know how we vibe. Tell me that your game was out of time when we outside. But I know he ain't feel like that, so he hide. See, he don't know I'm sliding this body. Before we don't drive I need you by my side more. Cause out of all these girls, you the one I ride for. How can I get you out of time?
And now and then, just to get it back. You could be that one. Oh, that I just got to love. Oh, I understand. We didn't have some good times on the other hand. Kept me crying all night. It was too much on my mind. So even though I left you, I can't forget you. 'Cause when I think about you, it's bittersweet, bittersweet. Yes, I always love you. It's bittersweet, it's bittersweet. Oh, we were together, we were together. I really love you. I ain't gonna lie.
Tuning in to 105.9.
The vibe. Dope in Alabama.
Just tuning in with us. We thank you for tuning in today. Y'all know all the broad. We're talking about from the block to the boardroom, meetings or whatever profession. Move. So we were talking about that earlier. So we thank you for tuning in. And again, today is National Day of Prayer, and it's probably almost over. But in Lauderdale County, they were celebrating National Day of Prayer over at First Baptist Church downtown Florence, across from Wilson Park. Old school preacher is on program. He was praying on media, arts, and entertainment. We have other city officials and other pastors, preachers, ministers of Lauderdale County that's actually a part of that. So we thank everybody for celebrating National Day of Prayer. Continue to pray for us. Prayer is needed. So again, we were talking like I said, life. And from the block to the boardroom. But we were kind of chatting when we were on break, and we were saying if you could go back, if you could speak to your younger self, Motivate, what would you say? And we invite all listeners to reflect and call in with your stories and let us know what you would do if you could talk to your younger self. Y'all come on to be a part of it. I wish my friend would at work because I know she would call us. If you could speak to your younger self, what would you say? Call us. The number is 256 365 1000.
Well, I would say self, get you a trade. Because college just wasn't it for me. I went to Northwest Shows and did the little thing, like, but as far as just going to a college for 4 years, that wasn't for me. So I would say get you a trade, stick with it, and just do your best and stay away from them fast boys. Just stay away from them
Was it the
boys.
boys fast
Stay away from stay away from them boys. Just leave them alone. It ain't even worth it. That's what I would tell myself.
Well, if I had to speak to my younger self, I would say, self, don't try to please everyone. Do you
Focus on yourself.
focus more on yourself? 'Cause I focus on myself now.
Okay.
Focus more on yourself. You can't please everyone.
Mm-hmm.
And I will also tell myself, always follow your dream. And I would say, don't be too hard on the people that really, really love you. Because I feel like education wise, I did, what I wanted to do with that. But I feel like that I was too much of a people pleaser,
Okay.
when I was younger.
Mhm.
Always trying to please other people, making sure they were happy. I would suffer in
Just as long as they're happy.
exactly.
Yeah.
So I would definitely tell my younger self would tell me now that. So y'all call in, let us know if you could speak to your younger self, what would you say? Call in, give us your stories. I mean, because a lot of people, I think this is how you help each other. So call us, let us know what would you tell your younger self. Again, the number is 256-365-1000. Call us, let us know what would you tell your younger self. While we doing that, S&K Mortuary, the team of S&K Mortuary, formerly known as Pearly Gates Funeral Home, stands to send their condolences to the family of Edna Brooks. Ms. Brooks' service will be this coming Saturday from 2 to 3 at the S&K Mortuary, formerly known as Pearly Gates in Dothan, Alabama, at 1039 North Rain Street, Dothan, Alabama. The visitation will be held at Greater Grace Baptist Church from 2 to 3 at 759 North Beverly Road, Dothan, Alabama. And the funeral service, will also be held at Greater Grace Baptist Church at 3 o'clock p.m. So we would like to send condolences to that family. And if there's anything that SK or can do, they stand ready to offer comfort, support during this tender time. Please do not hesitate to reach out to us at 334-792-4141. So make sure you do that. How can they find us, Mona B? Here at Knox Music Group.
Well, we have 3 stations on Cardell, 105.1 FM, the music on the show, 1500 AM, WKAX, the winning worship radio. We also have 105.9 FM, Dothan, Alabama. They can catch us like that, or they can search for Knox Media Group on TikTok, Amazon, Pandora, iHeart, Spotify, Instagram, TikTok,
Listen,
everywhere. The list goes on and on.
so
So, and YouTube. Yeah.
Knox Media Group. Knox Media Group. When you get to our app, make sure you download our app. You can visit all of our stations there on our app. And whether you're in Canada or Europe, wherever
Russia.
you are, Chicago, wherever, you can always listen to us on the app. And again, that's Knox Media Group. Or you can visit us on our website. That's www.knoxmediagroupinc.org. So again, if you're just joining us, call us and let us know if you could speak to your younger self. What would you say? Y'all call us. The number is 256-365-1000. What's some other things we got going on?
We have old school and blues fest coming up.
We just actually had someone to call in for tickets about that. So you can call us at 256-712-2888 for ticket information for the old school. And it's going down on May the 24th. Mona is ready to see the Isley Brothers.
Mr. Big.
Mr. Big, Mr. Big. Call me Mr.
Not, every time I see him, I see Mr. Biggs. I don't see Ron Live.
I know. I know. Yeah, so y'all make sure y'all do that. Get your tickets for that.
Also, May 25th, remembering our veterans through music. Different genres of music will be there. A little bit something for everybody. Beautiful scenery at McFarland Park and wonderful fellowship. The people there are amazing. So come on out and support the cause. It's absolutely free. The only thing we need money for is the feature. And it's going to be some good.
And if you like to be a vendor at Remembering the Veterans through Music, make sure you call us at 256-712-2888. We'll make sure we get you a vendor application out. So come on out and have a good time. We're going to have kids songs. We're going to have different things going on. The only thing is missing is you. Bring your lawn chairs and also your blankets. Yeah. All good stuff. Don't want to miss out.
They got a little beach down there for you.
Yes, you know.
You can swim
I
there.
done told y'all. My co-host be coming up.
Yeah, there's so many people out there on that beach. But yeah, come on out.
And you know, you asked a good question earlier about are we doing the job that we said we were going to do. That's something that you talk about. Are you doing what you plan to do? Call us. The number is 256-365-1000. What are you doing? So y'all can call us and get in on that. Let's just call in and be part of the conversation again. This coming Sunday is going to be open mic. It will be held at WC Handy Home on College Street in Florence, Alabama. They're going to have open mic where all of the candidates come out and they are asking, the WC Handy ambassadors are asking all candidates to come out and be part of the event. It's going to be, they're going to be asking tough questions. They're going to also ask for you to ask tough questions. And if you have any concerns, make sure you ask them that night. So y'all come on out at 4 o'clock on Sunday, the 4th. I'm trying to rush this one. This Sunday. This Sunday, the 4th.
First Sunday of May.
I know. These months go by so fast.
So if you want to give me a birthday gift,
Oh my God.
you can call 256-712-2887 and have me something shipped. Like
I
a
picked this
candle.
son out yesterday. She didn't even want them.
Girl,
She didn't even want them.
they were very pretty.
Yes. Yeah. All right, guys. Y'all call us and get in on our conversation. Again, we are talking about life, but we're basically saying if you could speak to your younger self, what would you say? Again, 256-365-1000.
I would tell my younger self, 20-year-old self. Better go on and talk to that rich man. Try to talk to you. He's doing well. Stay away from the boys. Focus on the men.
You would tell your 20-year-old self that. But will your 20-year-old self well,
Would I listen?
would they consider the 20-year-old as being a gold digger?
No.
I'm just asking.
No.
Okay.
This woman, the best out of life.
I'm just
I don't think there's nothing wrong with being a gold digger, but you know.
Some people do.
I know some people do, but they don't
Even
understand.
kids.
They don't. they don't understand it. The gold diggers have a bad reputation, and I mean they just didn't. I don't think there's nothing wrong with it.
Yeah,
That's just my opinion.
I mean,
Because everybody getting some out of it. You know what I'm saying?
God,
So what's wrong with it?
I understand what you're saying.
Okay then. And then men marry gold diggers.
Facts.
And then have a problem with it. So hey, to each his own. I'm not a gold digger.
Y'all, she just killing herself laugh. She don't even know what.
I'm in a good mood today. And I hope everybody's in a good mood because it's gray outside, but you got to keep your spirits up because a lot of things in the world will get you down. Just don't let it. Laughter is the key to life. You have to laugh. Oh, girl. Sometimes it's good to cry, though. Let it out. All right, in the news. A 7-year-old who wanted McDonald's drive 10 miles with little sister and 7-year-old child wanted some McDonald's.
Uh-huh.
And you know how the mama probably told me we got McDonald's at home. Now, I don't know what she told him, but yeah. So she wanted, I don't know if it was a little boy or little girl, but the 7-year-old wanted McDonald's. So the 7-year-old drives 10 miles with little sister in the car because of McDonald's. This happened in Utah. Utah mom woke up. That's why you better not go to sleep around these kids. I'm telling you. This is JB. JB's age. And JB get on his scooter and go to McDonald's, and he know what would happen. But JB know better than to go down the street to the stop sign. He's allowed to do this side of the road and on the south. Not get in the road. But a Utah mom woke up to the police knocking on her door Sunday morning, telling her that her 7-year-old son had taken his 5-year-old sister on a drive to a different city. According to the Oregon OGDN, whatever it is, police department, they received a call about a reckless driver around 8 a.m. on April 27th. Officers began to pursue the vehicle, but soon realized the age of the driver and assessed the risk to the public. The vehicle later hit a parking street. The police responded to the scene of the crash. The children were found unharmed, according to the officers. The drive from the family home to Clearfield to where the car crashed was about 10 miles. So that child, 7 years old, maneuvered that vehicle. I ain't gonna say drove, but you know what I'm saying?
Yes.
For 10 miles. So that's crazy. I wonder what happened. They didn't tell what happened, the aftermath, or none of that, or what the police did to the mom. I think you gotta have the keys. That's what I say. These kids would go in your car, lose your keys. This child decided he wanted some McDonald's, and he went and got
That's crazy.
it. It is. It is. Can you imagine
No,
the police waking you up? So I wonder what it's like early in the morning, because they said Sunday morning. So that was probably before church and everything. Probably 5 o'clock.
That child.
Man, I know they had some pancake batter.
I'm trying to understand this bill. It says that Alabama Senate Committee passes bill about gender identity discussions in classrooms. So it says the Alabama Senate Education Policy Committee passed a bill that would ban discussions about sexual orientation and gender identity in public schools from pre-K
Mhm.
to 4th grade.
So they can't talk about gender.
Gender. That is so
They
stupid.
can't say I'm a girl.
That is stupid.
It is kind of crazy. Now I can understand you not letting them talk about. I don't know.
That's stupid.
So
They
are
say
they
it's
eliminating sex education? They really don't need to do
They
that.
probably already done eliminated.
They really don't need to do
They
that.
probably already done eliminated that amount. I ain't heard a child talk about that. They said it's extremely dangerous to propose this to youngsters, said Ted Halley, who is advocating for the bill. This is a bill that does not accomplish anything besides further creating an atmosphere of fear and uncertainty in schools. What? They already uncertain about life. And see, that's what I'm talking about. Now, how could they won't even be able to tell their young self nothing. Because they can't even think.
They don't allow them to think. And it was a lady on social media. She was going, oh, she was like, the kids are not being taught nothing these days. Why are they going to school? They're not being taught anything. Now that's what she said. Don't fight the messenger. I'm just telling you what she said. And I know I had to teach. I'm not trying to be ugly or nothing. I had to teach my 20-year-olds how to write in cursive. Because they wasn't taught that in school. They didn't teach them how to write in cursive. So how are they supposed to find their name?
Handwriting.
So I guess they just print it. And when we was coming up, you had to have a signature, John Hancock, as they call it, on checks and everything else.
But now they take a picture of the check and deposit.
Yeah. Sometimes shortcuts aren't that great. Just like the church, I feel like they eliminated a lot of stuff in the church, and the kids aren't being taught like we were being taught. Like Sunday school, when you had the red bean, sunbeam, and the red circle, and the matrons, and you know what I'm saying? What did they put it? Where is it? We need stuff like that. The kids need stuff like that. I think that's why a lot of them have gone astray.
Enterprise, also on the news, Enterprise native Senator Katie Britt has announced the Access to Breast Cancer Diagnosis Act, where she aims to eliminate out-of-pocket expenses for diagnostic breast cancer. And this should have been, look, that's definitely something that should be passed. So today, the law does require insurance companies to provide no copay coverage for breast cancer, but that does not help everyone. Everyone don't have insurance.
Man, this insurance, you got it, you might as well not have it.
So it
In
says,
some cases.
yes, so it says the current law does not extend this factor to diagnostic testing, which includes 3D mammograms, MRIs, and ultrasounds. So she's actually passing a bill. So recent reports say that around 10% of mammograms require follow-up diagnostic tests. So now she's pushing that anything dealing with breast cancer should not have a fee.
It should. I mean, because that's something you can't control. I think that's just something that happened. That's what it seemed like.
Yeah, but they always want you to pay for something. And then a lot of people don't have money to pay for it. And it's when they find out about it, it's too late.
It's crazy out here. I had a major surgery on my back. So I need an MRI on my back now because the snap back on top sometimes. And I want to know what it is. My insurance didn't. So I'm just like, oh,
Also in the
want you
news,
to-
I'm sorry.
they want you to be crippled before they do anything instead of prevent it before it happens. But go ahead. I'm sorry.
Also in the news, in Mobile, Alabama, parents of a 4-year-old girl in Alabama say their daughter spent 2 days in ICU after she was picked up from school with a blood alcohol content of 0.29.
What?
The girl's mother said when she picked her daughter up from school on Monday, the girl's body was limp.
How old was this baby?
4.
Okay, what happened?
She was slobbering at the mouth. She was heavy, and the teacher handed her to me, saying we probably needed to take her to the ER. She said. The mother rushed the daughter to the hospital, where she spent 2 days in ICU at the Children's and Women's Hospital. The family said doctors discovered the girl had ingested a large amount of ethanol, ethanol, ethanol,
Ooh,
and alcohol, and her blood alcohol was
really?
0.29.
Where in the world did she get this from?
It is still unclear how the child ingested, which is also known. So it was regular alcohol.
Oh, ew. Like rubbing alcohol?
Where she got it from.
Okay, well, you know them alcoholics be going in the store getting alcohol and stuff and drinking it. You remember when we used to be dry on Sunday? I'm saying when Florence was dry on Sunday, you couldn't get no alcohol on Sundays. Walgreens had stopped people from coming over to the alcohol thing because they was coming in there drinking the alcohol and the Robitussin.
Um,
I didn't think that was real.
according to Chemical Safety Facts Organization, ethanol is found in a variety of products like skincare products, hand sanitizers, food packaging systems, perfume, and more.
You probably ate some sanitizer.
Probably,
Just put anything in their mouth.
but that's
It's
a
nasty.
lot. 0.29. Yeah, she been eating sanitizer all day.
The taste itself, even alcohol, just
She been eating it all day.
that's sad.
Very sad. Very.
So she was in preschool.
4 years old.
Ooh.
Yes.
She must not have no taste buds.
I don't know, but that's kind of weird.
Some of that liquor is gonna be real. Um, okay, in other news, 3,000 fentanyl pills seized after South Alabama traffic stop. Police chase and crash. A traffic stop in South Alabama Wednesday turned into a chase, crash, and the seizure of 3,000 fentanyl. Dale County Sheriff deputy was on patrol shortly before 2:30 a.m. on Highway 231 when he spotted a Dodge Charger with an equipment violation. Sheriff Mason Byron said the deputy initiated the traffic stop on Highway 231 near Highway 51. The driver identified. You know where is that?
That's Troy Highway.
There you go. On the
That's
highway.
the Dothan area.
Okay. The driver identified as 38-year-old Cornelius Cooper of Ozark initially pulled over and then sped away as the deputy got out of his patrol car. The pursuit ensued, reaching the speed of 100 miles per hour on the highway. He probably had a Hellcat. Cooper, the sheriff said, tried to turn on Highway 123, but misjudged the turn, causing the vehicle to go down an embankment. With the vehicle still moving, Cooper bailed and fled on foot. During the foot pursuit, Graham said Cooper was seen throwing a bag into the woods. The deputy deployed his taser and captured Cooper without further indication. His deputy recovered the bag that Cooper was seen thrown into the woods. Inside, they found approximately 3,000 people believed to be fentanyl. Cooper faces charges of felony, attempted to elude, and drug trafficking. Additionally, he has several warrants for his arrest from the Dothan Police Department. He is currently held in Dale County Jail awaiting his initial court appearance. The, the Ozark Police Department and Coffee County Sheriff's Office assisted in the incident. I commend our deputies for their proactive work in getting these drugs off the street, Brian said. We will continue aggressive enforcement efforts to make sure these and other dangerous drugs do not end up in the wrong.
I was sitting here thinking on yesterday when someone sent us that text about the drugs that the sheriff put out in the folks' yard, drug dealers. I'm like, do they really put? I'm like, this is crazy.
I've seen several cases where they put this drug houses closed down because they raided it and closed it down. So he was letting the drug addicts know, go somewhere else.
Yeah, I'm like, they do everything now. I'm like, who puts
they be dealing on. So they were like, somebody snitching, you snitching on yourself. The police is online too.
Exactly. But that's a lot going on. For those of you that's just tuning in, we are talking about life today. And our question was, if you could tell your younger self something, what would you tell? Y'all can call in and get in on the conversation to number 256-365-1000. And another thing I was thinking about, have you ever felt like you had to shrink yourself just to survive?
Just to survive?
Is that, just emotional, just feel like you just got to be hiding out. You got to minimize. A lot of people just feel like if I just disappear, I can just survive.
I can't recall a time.
Just toning down your personality. You got to just.
Oh, yeah. I've been toning down my personality almost all my life. But now it's just wide open.
So you back open that?
It's wide open.
Just doing different stuff. It's like you haven't, and that's considered, they consider that shrinking down. Yeah. You have to tone down on it.
Because my personality is bubbly and just, hey, how you doing? I'm in your face. But people take that as flirting and stuff like that. So, yeah, I toned down a little bit because I didn't want to offend nobody. But now I don't care. And I'm just saying,
why I don't talk as much to people because people sometimes, as you say, take it the wrong way. Some people say, well, nobody that
right about now, they can take it how they want it. I am who I am, and I'm not shrinking down for nobody. But I feel like I had to do it when I was younger because I had my mom, hey, mother, so I guess I did.
Last time we were talking, a lady said she feel like she don't smile as much because some people say you just smile at everything or laugh at everything.
Nothing wrong with that.
You speak the truth.
Well, I say that.
And then you speak the truth to her, and then people label you can't do that. And it's just so much. So those are different things that you look at.
I had somebody break up with me one time because they said I was too nice.
That's crazy.
Not a thing.
Or you downplay yourself. They'll be like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I feel like if I didn't downplay myself, I would probably be on TV.
Yeah,
I'm not being funny. I'm dead serious.
And that could be true. You downplay yourself because people might think you are too confident or, whatever. It's all different things that goes on, but that we have to go through with life. But we're going to take us a quick little break, but make sure you keep following us on 105.1.
Music muscle of the show.
And V 105.9.
Vibe. Dothan, Alabama.
All right, guys, we'll be right back. Thank you for tuning in.
Don't wanna lose you. So bad. Soon as I get home, I'll make it up to you. Baby, I'll do what I gotta do. Soon as I get and lonely days are all that fill my head all the time. Oh, baby, but all I do think about the way you make me feel. 'Cause baby, I'm made up to you. I do what I gotta Never been loved so we want each other time and time. Hey, love me. You alone. That's why I really need you in my life. When I get home, I'm gonna make it. Oh, soon as I get home. Oh, baby. Oh, Lord. You don't ever have to worry. No, no, no. Baby, I miss you. Baby, I miss you. Just wanna kiss you. Hold you in my I know what I need. When I need to baby. I know just what to do. I get down on my knees, begging you please. I'm so sorry. Oh yeah, baby. Oh
105.1, the vibe. This is what, look, 105.9, the vibe. And 105.1, the music also shows that what were you guys?
Life. If you could speak to your younger self, what would you tell?
If I speak to my younger self, I would tell myself, I don't know what, oh man, I listen, life has been good to me. I'm good. I am good.
And that's good that you can say that.
I mean, I think I know everything I've been through. I'm good. I don't even think I can. I don't know. You just have to learn how to just be grateful for where you turn, how you turn around. You know, because what if could and would, if you go think about that, you'll be thinking,
Well, it's not, we wasn't really saying it as a down and out. A lot of people, we were looking at from the block to the boardroom. A lot of people compare, or like you said, I mean, I feel like I'm good because one of the questions we asked one another earlier, are you doing what you planned to do when you were younger? You know, when you were growing up, you always say, well, I want to be a doctor. I want to be a nurse. I want to do this. And both of us basically said we have done or are doing things that we wanted to do as we were growing up. So it's not always looking at the negative. It's just, uh, I guess, revisiting life as a whole to say, I have accomplished some of those things that I wanted to do, came close to those things, and just encouraging our younger generation because they don't even get the right. I don't think they even think of where you could go, the pathway you go, because a lot of them are so unsure.
I'm just confused. Yeah, what y'all talking about? 'Cause we could have said that, but still, I mean,
We don't look at it as a negative.
how? I mean, I'm just still. I understand you don't look at it as negative, but what you say? What about life? Like
How has it
life, like
changed?
you got this right here. Turn. See what I'm saying? Life is just. I mean, what is it supposed to be? It's supposed to be square so that the people can see it. Yeah, that's right. That's what I'm saying. Because life can't be. See, that's what I'm talking about. That's what we need to be talking about. Look at me the same old way. I mean, life is what you make it. And if you can't go back and tell yourself to pay attention to detail, because it's every detail that makes a difference in your life. And just like that mic, every detail makes a big difference in your life. And what happens is you can go back and tell yourself anything, but if you ain't changing the way you handle business and paying attention to details, you're gonna have the same old issue. Because when you put your eyelashes on, you pay attention to whether some days that how if one is up or one is down. It's the small thing that
Yeah,
makes
Right.
that's
a
what I
big
was
deal.
telling myself.
You know, okay, yeah, all right. Me and came in here and seen that mic. You can't see it.
I mean,
Like,
where would me? It's in line.
oh
And
my
it's where? I mean, where do
goodness.
you want it to be?
I don't care what I don't know. Spirit and oh my goodness.
Is it not square?
No, it ain't square. That ain't square. So I want to talk about this. I think y'all talk about what you think. Listen, I want to talk about why is it that people cannot stand when you great,
Because they are not great.
but they think they're great, but they still can't stand you when you're great.
No, they have some insecurities within themselves. That's why they don't like you being great. So therefore, they are always looking
Okay,
for.
well let's look at the NFL. Now, these people great and they think why is it that these folks had such a problem with Deion Sanders that they made his son, they embarrassed him and his son, and that's what the ultimate goal.
When the devil can't get to you,
Go
to
to
your
you.
kids. So that's what happened. They wanted to break their spirits. They wanted them to stay in their
They
lane. I
wanted
would show them how to stay in their lane.
I think it was just a modern day showing how slavery, how the slave
Yes.
owners did it. And somebody said this, well, it ain't about race. It can't be about race. And I said, well, how can you say that? They said, the majority of the people that play football are black.
It,
I said, the majority of the people that were slaves was black.
you got to look at it. Deion and they got money.
Okay. What you want?
So that's why they targeted them.
Nah, I want
And
everybody.
everybody else that we felt like we
They
talked
had
about
to
it.
get it out of the mud.
But I don't understand that. What they got to do with that?
And it shouldn't have nothing to do.
You
Shouldn't have nothing
saying
to
make
do with
make your
nothing.
point. Make your
My
point.
point
Dion
is,
got money.
Dion got money. Shador and
And they
what's
felt
the other one?
Shiloh,
Shiloh. They didn't have to struggle.
right?
So they don't have the little, oh, I had to get it out the mud. My
So
dad is this, my mom is this, and I got to buy my mom a house. They are flaunting.
so
They're showing what they got, and people don't like that.
oh, okay. So you saying because they're living a
Living
certain
a
lifestyle.
lavish lifestyle. They're not the typical.
I think it had
the typical
everything.
draft
I
pick.
think everything had to do with
Oh yeah, it
everything.
did. Look at Dion when he was back in the day when he was flashy.
Well, Mona, we can be broke and folks don't like us.
That's true, but when you got money, they really don't like you.
Well, but people have a facade or think you have money.
Oh yes,
And think
Mona,
you
let
don't.
me think you
they
got money.
think I got money.
They think Mona got money.
Man,
They think I
you
got
don't even
money.
understand. They think my cookie at the top of the
Number one on the
number
billboard.
one on the billboard.
My
So they don't
goodness.
want to deal with you because of that.
Mona, you got the cookie up number one on the billboard.
Number one on the
It
billboard.
ain't dropping no crumbs around here. What the world is going on? But I'm serious. I mean, I don't understand it. I see this on such a level that people now, even in the political arena, I want like right now we got some races going on in Florence, muscle shows in the shows area. It's so dope that people is going to start advertising. And my thing is this: why is it that so many people mad at people when you just have an opportunity? You want to run. Run on what you believe.
Everybody has
Everybody got a choice
You
to
gotta
run.
believe in yourself.
Right. And people get mad at me because I'm telling people how to win. I'm telling everybody how to win. That wasn't just for the folks in District 1. I'm telling everybody how to win. If you go out and get 500 people that ain't never voted and get them to commit to voting for you, you going to win regardless of what district you in. And I'm telling you, and I just had somebody try to put me in a corner. And he's like, well, y'all supporting all the workers. No, we ain't supporting. No. We support. We talk about everybody. And so,
We can't tell nobody who to
yeah, we can't tell you both of them. I should tell you what the person that did to me. I mean, I done been to District 5. The guy that think he's running for District 5. And y'all going to do your homework 'cause next week we're going to have you all running for each district from the north all the way to the south. And what I'm going to do, we're going to personally invite each one of them on. If they don't come, that's on them. Then I can say what I want to say.
Okay.
If you don't show up to speak out for yourself, then that means you consume. I consume anything. And I'm gonna tell y'all, I'm gonna say this again. Y'all better quit talking about your camps and your people because it could be the reason why you lose because your camp and your people.
a lot of people don't look at, and it's hard for you to see yourself.
Yeah, you ain't looking.
And I mean, you made a good point last night. You can tell me what my child is doing wrong. I can't see that all the time. Versus, and it's the same way how we are with ourselves. You can't see your flaw. Somebody else can see it all day long. You can think you're the nicest person ever, but other people see you as a snob.
Yeah, and you can ask people, what do you think about my personality? Or whatever. They gonna try to sugarcoat it and stuff like that. They ain't gonna tell you the truth. Unless you have some
Especially if you're
Man, y'all
if it's your friend.
say y'all side of the story. Man, y'all had to, like, I got to turn down the turn. All right, so this should be better. Is that better? Thank you. Give me back to another one that's better. We should make sure, and here's the thing, and the reason why I say this is going back to Shador and going to be one of the things that people need to understand is if you know who you are, you won't be rattled by other people. Right. Yeah, and I think because Dion and his son was not rattled by then they had a persona about themselves. And that bothers some people. Some people don't want to hear it. No, some people don't want to deal with you because you know who you are. And then I'm gonna tell you about me personally. I can't believe that people actually think that for the radio station, they say you know everything that go on. I wish I did know everything. I can't keep up with everything because I'm like I'm in Dothan, I'm in Florence, I got a church, I got kids, I got grandkids. Like right now, my grandkids are sitting waiting on me to get off because I got to put them on the golf on the cart. And they got to go get slushy. They got to have slushy because all of this. This is my why. This is why I'm doing this. It's for my grandkids. I'm doing this for my grandkids. That's my why. For what I do it for my grandkids. And that bothers some people because I'm okay with who I am. And when I walk in the room, I don't walk in the room with my head down. And I don't have to have anybody to lift my head up. I walk in with my head up. And that bothers me. And I think that's sad that people are so angry at because you have self confidence, you have self esteem, and they call you arrogant. And that's not arrogant. The young man, I looked at him, the young man, he knew what he wanted to do. His daddy, he got it from his dad. His daddy knew what he wanted him to play. Now, one thing I can say if I was Deion, I would have never said I ain't gonna let my child do this.
Right.
And he ain't gonna play for me. But then because what he did was you picking it when you go to picking at them people gonna show you.
Look
And
at Puff Daddy.
yeah, exactly. And when you said he got money, I was waiting on you to get to that point because he ain't got. They showed him you got a little money. You don't. They showed him
So
real quick.
what I'm saying,
I know what you're saying.
black person or whatever, athlete or coach or whatever, they don't like that.
Come on, do you see how they wanted to slave break that boy?
And did.
It's called Willie Lynch. And for everybody get upset, and my white brothers and everybody else get mad about it. I can't rewrite the history. I know Donald Trump don't want to talk about the history, but history is history. Go and look at Willie Lynch. Go look at what they did. They brought Willie Lynch in to teach the slave owners how to control the Negro. And what he told them you have to do, you take the biggest and the baddest ninja that you can find, and you break them in front
In
of
front
everybody.
of his woman, kids, and people that looked up to him.
Exactly. You understood. You learned that because you went to Central. So you learned that, and now if you pay attention, the system does the same thing to you now. When people get mad at you, I'm personally having personal experience this. When people get mad at you and people get upset with you, they will go to whatever length they can to destroy you. I had one of my church members to talk to another church member, but she didn't think that the church member was going to come back and say what she said. You know how people always say what somebody else say, but they always leave out what they say. And I was amazed at the people that smiled in my face that tried to destroy me. Oh my God. Really? I was. I almost, they almost took me out. But I almost went into a stage of depression and didn't want to deal with people because I was just like, I can't believe it. I just can't believe people would go to that spit. But guess what? It goes back to Willie Lynch. If you can kill a person that got their head up, know they're going, got self-esteem, if you can kill that person, it's gonna kill a lot of other people around you, right? So what
They're
they
going to
did,
look at it like, bro, I know they're going to pray.
man,
Well,
come
it's
on,
on
man.
target to the other people. It's like a domino effect.
Great deal. And you look at that video, he was humble. Yeah. Because he said it himself. He said, Lord, take my kids off the cross. Right. Put me on the cross. He said, no, not my kids. Not my kids. I'll go to the cross. And all parents feel that way.
Exactly. You got to watch out. I mean, because that's what they're going to do. They're going to target your kids.
And I used to tell my daughter and my son, and they one day they came home and he said, yeah, Daddy, well, we drive that white cocaine Jaguar. And my other daughter was driving a honey green Jaguar. And then my wife was driving a Range Rover. And my son was driving a Lincoln Town Car 22. And my son was like, people just pick at us because of what we drive. And it was like, man. And I was like, that's sad. But they didn't know that I work all the time. You work all the time. You work all the time. People don't look at what you do in order to tell you what you have.
Exactly.
Because ain't nowhere in the world you could be lazy and you can read 6 feet. Now you lazy now, but I'm just saying, my mom. Yeah. But people don't look at that. You know, they don't look at Tamika work all the time. They're like, well, how she? That's what you always look at the end result, but you don't look at people going through.
And that's what people, a lot of people don't. And a lot of people don't even care. They just really feel like, okay, she's doing this, so I know I can do it. And it goes back to what I was saying last night. You your gift. Do you know what your gift is? Your gift is not her gift. You can't do what she do because it's not always what that person does. So a lot of people don't look at that. A lot of people look at, well, she does this. I know I can do it. I've done it for 15 years or I've done it for 20 years. Because you did it for 20 years don't mean you were doing it properly.
Well,
Because
that,
it may not be your gift.
that's the problem. That's why a lot of people, like you said last night, a lot of folks don't operate.
Well,
They're not operating their gift. They operating everybody else because they're not operating their gift. They upset with you about your gift.
and then a lot of people, grown folks, are so competitive. Okay, go to work and do your job the best of what you can do, and don't worry about what she's doing because karma is real. It'll fall back on them. It won't fall back on you. But a lot of people are in such a competition nowadays. They're competing against other people, other grown folks.
Yeah.
Do you?
And that goes, I mean, okay, I know, do you watch the Breakfast Club? Well, on the Breakfast Club, it's a podcast. And it's this lady, she was the female of the group. So she went on maternity leave and they put another female in her spot. So when she came back, she felt some type of way because people were saying they wanted the other female. She thought the woman wanted her position. But the
So
woman was,
she got it crazy with it.
yeah, she went and did a whole post on
No,
social
she
media. Yes,
didn't.
she did. And without consulting with her teammate, instead of pulling her to the side and say, hey, are you trying to get my job? That's the conversations you got to have instead of just ranting on social
Mom,
media.
they went off because the girl did a better job.
Yeah.
So you trying to tell me, Moni,
it was just hilarious.
we've been gone. I've been gone. You've been in here mad. And then, I come back and we don't want to hear you. We want to hear Moni. And that's what go on Facebook.
I'm like, that's what happened.
So,
And,
y'all, I'm going on making a post. No, nah, I can't do that tonight.
But that's what she's trying to say. The competition is just crazy.
But people always try to compare or compete, but that may not even be your gift. I mean, some people, like I was saying earlier today, I know that I have a gift of gab. I can talk to the wall, and the wall
And make up words too. He can make us words. The wall be like, what are you talking about? And I had them days too. I be like, what word is that? And then Mona be with the eyelash about to come out. And then she come right back and make up her word. Boy, y'all the three non-speaking is English.
I spelled the word earlier. I couldn't pronounce it. I just spelled it.
but people enjoy it.
I know that they non-speaking too. They be like, we know exactly what they're talking about.
Yeah, a lot of people, but they enjoy it. We get that all the time. You may not be able to pronounce or speak correctly,
See?
but they enjoy it.
Enunciate. Yeah. But my point is, and I want people to understand is, you gotta be comfortable with who you are. And when you're comfortable with who you are, you'll be okay. 'Cause that boy, George, is going to Cleveland. He's going to the Cleveland Browns. And he's doing what he got to do. And what I'm waiting on him to become the starting quarterback. Now, this is going to show you if those people were really trying to break him. Because if they give him an opportunity and they give him a fair ground opportunity, he will be the starting quarterback.
So is this a lot of fake news that's coming up now? They talking about he might get cut
Yeah,
before.
that's fake news. That's good. That gets you to read because everybody clicking. And this is what we find out. Now, what the Bible says, what man meant for evil, God will use it for good, right? So they hurt the boy by allowing, because he did not get drafted in the first round or the second round. He lost millions of dollars. Now his jersey, the fans have made up their mind they will not buy the jersey from the NFL. They're buying them straight from him. This boy making millions of dollars. They like,
And they're not telling how much that jersey gonna be.
they got online and said this boy that made $7 million. Wow. $7 million already off of his jersey.
I'm not for the comments. A lot of people said the Browns will gain a fan. They said the Browns gonna gain a lot of fans this year because of what happened. And they were like, when his year come out, they
Wow. Good. Like you said, you there for the comments.
I'm there for the comments. I'll put a little period so I can see all the comments.
Well, y'all gotta keep the comments coming. Go to Knox Media Group and put the comments. So Mona can read the comments. You can follow us.
Yeah, go on there. We got to talk about that. But listen, I'm telling y'all. So I'm telling you now, all you candidates, we're going to be in touch with you. We're going to call you, give you the opportunity to come on and talk about your platform. If you don't come, that ain't on us. Now, we're going to be out asking questions. What do you think?
That's Sunday. This coming
This
Sunday.
Sunday, man, we're going to be out asking questions. Now, we coming over to ask questions.
And that's gonna be at the WC Handy.
Yeah.
It's gonna be at the WC Handy Museum at 4:00.
4:00. Y'all come over. The crew going to be there. And I got me some good questions, too.
You got some good ones.
Yeah, because I'm going to ask a question. How can you say you're going to be faithful to your community when you're not faithful to God?
Oh, that's a good question.
Get your answer ready.
Get your answer ready. That's one of my questions. You better have your answer ready now. And then people are like, well, I ain't faithful to man. No.
You said God.
I said God. And the Bible tells you that you got to be found faithful. That means that you ought to be going to church. You ought to be an active member of your church. You ought to be participating in your church. Hey, that's me. You are being faithful where God has told you to serve.
That's a good question.
Because I'm telling you, this is what you heard, and you're hearing it all around. People are saying, how can people run for office and be in these different positions if they don't go to church?
I've heard that.
Now, and I found this out. Boy, from the north to the south, everybody listen to 101.1 and 105.9. Everybody listen because they want to hear what we're going to talk about. And I like the idea y'all be talking about some stuff, but every now and then we need to get out to the real nitty gritty and talk about something that's going to change lives, things that's going to help the community. And I don't care if you get mad. It's our job to talk about what's going on, and we going to talk about it, and that's what we're going to do. And I can't wait to Sunday because I come back on after the thing Sunday. We're going to have a full.
So that's a good conversation. So make sure y'all come on out this Sunday to WC Handy Museum, and that's held in Florence, Alabama. For all candidates, they're asking all. This is put on by the WC Handy Ambassadors Group, and they're asking all candidates to come out. The event starts at 4:00 p.m. Y'all come out, and as old school preacher said, media group will be there. We've been asked to come out and help out with asking questions and getting everything together. So y'all come on out, be a part of it. 4:00, and make sure you bring your lawn chairs.
It's gonna be epic.
So, and it's as we say, it's free.
Absolutely free.
No charge.
So y'all get ready. I'm telling you, Sunday, y'all come out. We got some good questions. I got excited about it. I was like, yeah, we did have some come out. So they wanted you to come moderate. And you will be moderating.
We've got a text today to make sure we can be.
Yeah, we're gonna be there. Hey, y'all want to be petty? Y'all come on out. 'Cause I got some petty questions. If you don't petty questions, I got some petty questions. I got some good petty questions. And I think that people that don't show up, they really not interested in letting the community know what they're all about.
And this is for all candidates.
Yeah, it's for all candidates, and that's very important. And if you think you can win without advertising, and you think you can win without campaigning, you think you can win without even talking to people, then you don't deserve to be doing it. Right? Because you have taken advantage of people.
All right, so y'all make sure y'all come on out to and if you would like to be one.
Nigga just cut me off like I wanted to. I mean, did you hear her cut me off? Just cut me off, Mom. Mom, you look at me. I wouldn't even do. You can tell I ain't been on here, man. Just cut me off. Don't vote for her. Do not vote for Tamika. Don't vote for Tamika because she don't know how to let you talk. She just cut me off. Mona see it. So I gotta say, she cut me off.
Oh wow.
That's what
You
you
was
don't
talking about being petty.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That was just being petty, man. Just cut me off. Petty feet. Just cut me off. But listen, y'all, on the real note, please mark your calendar. Come on out on Sunday evening. Want to make sure you be there. And then mark your calendar. We want to celebrate our veterans. We want to. And I'm tired of people talking about thank you for your service. But you don't support. If you really support your veterans. This is something absolutely free. Tell a veteran that you know we're going to have resources out because there's a lot of veterans that don't know that they can get disability. There's a lot of people that don't know they can get medical treatment. A lot of people don't know this. If you served in the military, you have the right to go to the doctor. You don't have to worry about paying. It's absolutely free. You need to know that. And that's some of the information that we're going to be giving out. And we're going to make sure that everybody know. Okay.
And we also, if you'd like to be a vendor, make sure you give us a call at 256-712-2888. We'll send you a vendor's pack. That event is May the 25th. It will be held at McFarland Park starting at 3 o'clock. So we want you to come on out and have a good time. And it's absolutely free. We have all types of entertainment. So come on out, have a good time. And Mona B will be on. And we have Pat Jamar and band. We have House Sledge and Review.
You name Mona first, like she gonna knock it out the box.
Well,
I am.
Encounter.
Mona, you gonna do three? Hey, listen, have Mona do 3 songs.
Man, I had somebody to call the other day. Let me tell you that. They said they want Mona B to sing 3 songs, and Mona said, I got one.
Mona, you gotta come up with somebody else's songs. You know you're gonna do Tennessee Whiskey because you think you own that song.
That's my
So
song.
there you
right
go.
there.
So that's 2. So now you just need to come up with one more song.
Thanks.
Okay, there you go. There you go. There go your 3 songs, Mom.
I-
So you always end with My Cookie. That's your hit.
Yeah.
So you end with that. Start off with you start out with Tennessee Whiskey. Or you get tired, you got that. So start off with Can't Stay Too Long. And then go to Tennessee Whiskey. And then by that time you just get you got a pump. You're gonna have some good roll out there.
What's the thing called?
And that's a good one. Yeah, that's what
She always want to get you gonna have a hype man. Gonna be behind. No.
No, she gonna be out front. Then, come on, Mona.
Tell her, come on.
Like what? And then Mona be stuck. Mona said, "Do you want my?" Yeah.
I have to keep her going. That's why I have to stand in front of her. Behind her, because she ain't gonna.
I thought that what's up,
Today is Thursday.
Mona.
Yeah.
Listen, we have our first funeral service on Saturday.
It's gonna be at Greater Grace Baptist Church in Dothan, Alabama, and that's with S&K Mortuary, formerly known as Pearly, 1039 North Range. Make sure you go over and see them. They're standing by right now.
They're standing by right now.
All
And
right.
condolences to who? Man?
Edna.
You done said that 5 times. Don't get scared now.
I have to think about it.
Everybody, she was like, "Oh my."
We been
I know, but I know she had. She said, but anyway, in the meantime, between time, thank y'all for tuning in. Listen, it's time for us to get out of here. I like to say, if you can beat us rocking, you can have our pack our stuff and get out of here. But since you can't do it, we're gonna leave it.
Oh my God, y'all have a good one. I was gonna say we
Oh, I-
I was too.
May 1st, Thursday.
Check day today, ain't it?
somebody's
And
checking
then
in.
when the 3rd? When is the 3rd?
Saturday.
So people gonna get their check today and tomorrow.
I guess.
Ooh, you ain't gonna be able to go to the bank today, boy, or tomorrow.
No, we don't.
I don't. Oh, well, tomorrow, then don't worry about it tomorrow. It's a people there today. Whoa, my God. Hey, that's a good idea. Let's wait. Can't stay too long.
Oh,
Come on. Gotta keep moving. Come on. Come on.
oh,
Anyway, y'all. Hey, listen. Make sure y'all tune in tomorrow. We got a lot to talk about tomorrow. We're gonna go live a couple times, and Mona, we got some stuff. I'm gonna give away
you gonna give away some money?
some money.
How much?
Don't start. Talk about that later.
How much you give me? She gonna do stuff for some money.
whatever it takes.
I did,
Whatever it takes.
Y'all, this
I
service,
did not say that.
this radio station service is now over. Y'all be blessed. Y'all be blessed. We got to get out of here because Mona talking about what she gonna do.
I did not say that.
Mona, Mona. I'm just really disappointed.
You did you hear me say that?
Well, if Tamika say you said, I believe.
So you believe it?
Yeah, I believe Tamika. I don't believe you, Mona.
Shame.
Tamika, what she say she gonna do? We got to go for DL trying to come on right now.
So she got to do whatever it means.
Rough out here. Oh, and then y'all know the terrorists go in place tomorrow.
What?
Terrorists. They go the terrorists. They
You
go.
know,
Oh,
which boy?
They go in place tomorrow.
100%.
They're going tomorrow. So y'all, all your Sheen buys, you should have bought your stuff. You better get it today because tomorrow is it. So everybody that was talking about, well, I'm gonna get it later. No, you may not want to do that with Sheen.
Later is here.
It is here. It's a done deal. So I'm telling you now, you better get your stuff. If you don't believe me, go online and look it up. Today is the day. Sheen is about to. I mean, I seen a bill of some tariffs. I was like, wow, they charged extra. This dude ordered some stuff. They charged an extra $100. Plus he had already. Plus what he already ordered. That shit.
I had went online, and this was like during COVID. I had went online and ordered some stuff. The shipping was more than what the stuff was.
Well, that was like,
Like,
the other day, the ship was triple more
yeah,
than
that was during COVID.
Well, we out of here, y'all. Y'all be blessed. We'll talk y'all tomorrow. Mona,
Bye.
here go your remix, Mona. On 105.1.
Let's love the show.
And he 105.1.
Bye.